Well, whether it's spikes, cleats, or tennis shoes, shoeing on an athlete is always very important no matter the sport. And the same applies to horse racing. We're here with horseshoer David Vargas, who's going to talk to us a little bit about the horseshoeing process. David, real quickly, tell us a little bit about yourself and the trainers that you work with.
My name is David Vargas. I have been here at Los Al for about 9 years. Worked outside, maybe 3 more years before that. My job here is to ensure that the horses go to the races and come back from the races as sound as possible.
Explain to us a little bit about the horseshoeing process from the first stage to getting a foot done.
First thing I'll do is I'll pull the shoe off, and when I pull the shoe off, I'll use my hoof knife, par through the frog, make sure it's healthy, go through the sole. Try not to take as much sole out as needed. I will cut only where I'm going to cut with my hoof nippers. I want as much balance in the foot as I can, and once I get that level, all sides, there's a medial and lateral side, and the toe. We want to keep all of that as balanced as we can before we put on the shoe. Then when my foot is to my liking, as best I can do it, the horseshoe will be then shaped according to how the hoof is. The way that the hoof is made, it's going to, throughout the month, it's going to grow however the shoe is made. If the shoe is too narrow, the foot's going to become narrow. If it's too wide, then the shoe is going to overhang. We're going to lose a shoe, step on it, what have you. It has to be perfect. The whole process is, these horses are going at 40 miles an hour, and there's a jockey on there, and we have a lot of responsibility as far as performance, and we want everybody to come back healthy and sound. They have families and such. But our job is balance here. Shape the shoe, nails, very important. But if your shoe is perfect to the hoof, there's hardly any error as far as nailing, because it's the nails are built, they're beveled a way that they're supposed to come out. Unless you turn them backwards, then they're going to go in. But they're built that way and they're supposed to come out. So nail all the hoof, nail the nails into the hoof, tighten them up, make sure everyone's solid. We don't have none that are too close to the quick, any pressure. When the product is done, we will finish, we will clinch them, we'll tighten them. What we'll do is, the nail is sticking out and we'll bend it over and we'll clinch it. What we'll do is we'll get some pliers and we'll set it into the hoof so it's a tight finish back into the hoof wall. Rasp that so it's a nice finish and there's no burrs or anything that are sharp, and we go along to the next hoof and do the same thing. It's a repetitive action that we do on every single horse.
Well, thank you, David. Some very interesting process back here working with the horses. Back to the studio.